Hello, this is Heather Talheimer, and welcome to 4 Minute Friday. Today's episode is Looking for Your Star. People around the world look up at night into the stars and want to connect to something beyond themselves. It seems we are wired for spirituality. Something keeps nudging us to connect. Christian or not, you're doubtless familiar with the biblical story of a bright star that shone in the night sky over the little town of Bethlehem. The star drew 3 wise men who came to offer gifts to the baby Jesus. The Magi, as they were known, were astrologers who combed the night skies, looking for anything that might be interpreted as a sign. We might ask ourselves, was the Star of Bethlehem real? This is an intriguing question. Professor David Hughes, an astronomer from the University of Sheffield in England, thinks there is something to this story. He acknowledges that any unusual celestial events would be considered significant to people like the Magi. So what happened in the night sky around the time of the birth of Jesus that caused these men to take note and to make such an arduous journey? Hughes concludes that the Star of Bethlehem was probably not a star at all, and that it was more than one single event, something known as a triple conjunction between Jupiter and Saturn, with the 2 planets coming close together in the sky 3 times over a short period. You only get a triple conjunction like this about every 900 years. For astronomers in Babylon 2,000 years ago, it would have been a signal for something incredibly significant. This is the time of year that we look for stars and miracles. Like the Magi, we have to not only see, but also know and understand what we are seeing. The light shines on unexpected places and leaves the light so bright that we are compelled to pay attention. The light I saw today came from a young woman who died too soon, but whose legacy lives on, giving light to the world. Her name is Songja. She would have been 27 years old today. She died 5 years ago from brain cancer. A fellow patient who Songja spent time with during her illness sent a message to her family, which honored her birthday. Like Songja, she too was debilitated by a long fight with an illness that incapacitated her. She felt caught in a holding pattern of grief and negative thinking about her life, which hadn't turned out the way she expected. She feels it is only a matter of time before pneumonia or COVID gets her. But through all the despair, she never forgot Songja, who had died years before. In their brief friendship, she found strength in Songja and the power of spirit in the face of terrifying odds. The friend said, "Thanks to Songja, I'm working to shift my mindset, to find the energy and courage to keep going, and to make my life into something beautiful and meaningful. I'm so thankful to her." At the time, in all probability, Songja didn't realize the impact she was having on this other young woman facing a similar course. We never know the difference we are making by being who we are. This time of year is special because it reminds us that no matter who we are or our circumstances, there is a bright star within each of us, and we too can be a light unto the world. Thank you for listening today, and wishing you a wonderful holiday season.